Hi, this is Rob from Toner Cable Equipment. Today we're going to go over our RG6-RIK, which is our RG6 repair kit for either putting on connectors or for repairing damaged or cut RG6 cabling. So in a typical scenario, maybe you're doing a little digging and you accidentally nicked an RG6 cable, and now you have to repair it to reestablish the signal to the television. So in that type of situation, normally you have cable in two pieces. Sometimes they don't look so good after they get nicked. So to start out on it, you're going to want to trim both ends to make sure they're both clean. And then we're going to use some of the other tools in this kit in order to prep the cable to put new connectors on there. So essentially what we're doing is that we're going to put a splice into this cable in order to reestablish that connection. So we're going to take our cable strippers and we're going to prep both ends. On this particular cable stripper, you'll know where to put the cable. You line it up with this little notch here on the end. So you just put that cable in and line it up. Give it a couple spins and you pull it off. And that's going to strip your cable for you. So you also want to remove the piece so you can do the other side. And now we've prepped both ends of that cable. On the cable itself, you're going to see the braiding. We want to remove that or pull it back as far as we can. So you just take your finger and you can pull that back a little bit. If you're having a little bit of trouble, you can actually take a connector, and if you use the threaded side, you can insert that to try to help push that cabling back a little bit, and then you just pull it off. And you just make sure that's pulled back and smooth on the cable. So we'll do that to the other side here. And now we're ready to actually put the connectors on. So you just take the connector and you just kind of twist and apply some pressure and try to get those connectors on. What we're trying to do here is get it to where you can see that white foam dielectric line right up with the hole inside there. You just want to come up and match it, and that's about how tall the coax comes back out of it. So once we have that on, we actually just take our compression tool and you insert it into the tool with the copper end in first. Then you just clamp down on that and it puts the connector on. What that does is that it actually puts a plunger up onto the connector in order for it to get a good hold and seize on that cable itself. So that's one end. So we'll put another connector on this one. And like the other one, we just want to get it to where that dielectric is right at the opening there. So now that we've put the connectors on each one, if you have a type of break to where it's pretty close and we have space to put these together, you can actually just take an F81 barrel connector and insert that into one end. Make sure it's nice and tight. Sometimes you do need a 7/16 wrench just to make sure that connection is really nice and tight in there. And you would just take the other end and you would insert that, and that would complete the connection for you. Well, on old brakes, sometimes the distance isn't exactly even, and sometimes the cable is just a little bit too short. In that case, you actually just take another piece of cable, cut a little piece in order to make a little jumper. So you actually just prep both ends of that piece. Get the pieces out of that. Prep both ends with the cable stripper. And we fold that braiding back. On both ends. And we put connectors on both ends of that. So now that we have a little jumper, you would actually be able to take that and put it in between the brake in order to bridge the gap. And in this case you would need another F81, which is included in the kit. You insert that to this end and just connect those pieces together. And that reestablishes the connection and reconnects the signal to the televisions. If this is being done outdoors or in any kind of environment where it could be susceptible to the elements, we do recommend using either electrical tape, or if it is does have the potential of getting wet, we do have this weather sealant tape, and you actually just treat the connection points on that just to make sure no moisture gets in there. The jacketing on the cable itself will protect against moisture on the rest of the cable. You just really want to prep those connections.